Have you ever woken up in the morning, looked in the mirror, and asked yourself, where is my life going? Or have you ever suddenly paused in the midst of life's relentless rush, looked around, and realized that you are living a life that doesn't truly feel like your own? Work, responsibilities, forgotten dreams, and a future that seems pre-programmed. Have you ever felt this way? We live in a world governed by invisible rules. Society teaches us that success equates to wealth, status, and the admiration of others. But have you ever wondered, if one day you achieve all of that, will you truly feel fulfilled? Or will you still feel an unfillable void inside? There's a reality few dare to admit. We don't chase success for its own sake. We chase it out of fear of being left behind. We don't buy expensive things because they bring us true happiness, but because we want recognition and validation. But do these desires truly originate from within us? Or are they merely the product of a society engineered to thrive on comparison, longing, and fear? The path to self-realization was created not just to ask these questions, but to seek the answers. If you feel like your life is being dictated by invisible pressures, if you've ever wondered whether there is an alternative path beyond this relentless cycle, then this is where your journey begins. In this video, we will uncover truths that few dare to face. Why, despite having money and success, do people still feel empty? What truly holds value in life? And most importantly, what can you do right now to avoid falling into the cycle of regrets before it's too late? Stay until the end of the video, because what you're about to hear might completely change the way you see your life. What are you chasing, and why? Have you ever wondered why the things you chase never seem to be enough? Why, even when you have a good job, an expensive car, or a comfortable home, there's still an emptiness, a lingering sense of something missing? This is not a coincidence. It's the result of a system designed to keep you trapped in a cycle of scarcity. Take a moment to examine how this system works. Social media constantly pushes you into an invisible competition with strangers, making you feel like your life isn't good enough. Fashion brands, tech companies, luxury car manufacturers, and travel industries don't sell products. They sell the illusion that these things will make you happy. But when you buy the latest phone or designer outfit, how long does the excitement last? A week? A month? Before long, a newer, shinier model is released, pulling you right back into the endless loop of desire. Even in the workplace, how many people dedicate their entire lives to corporations they don't truly love? Simply out of fear? Fear that if they don't keep striving, they won't have enough money to spend, won't be seen as successful, won't be good enough in the eyes of others. But how many of them are actually satisfied with what they do? Stories of those trapped in this cycle are everywhere. Some people spend a lifetime accumulating wealth, only to realize they have sacrificed their health and relationships in exchange for loneliness. Others live for external validation, yet when the admiration fades, they are left with an unbearable emptiness. The harsh reality is this: if today, you were handed all the wealth, fame, and status you were chasing, would you truly be happy? If your answer is, I'm not sure, then perhaps it's time to stop and reflect, not on what you have yet to achieve, but on what you are losing in this relentless race. The greatest regret is not failure, but never truly living. People often fear failure, but that fear only exists while we still have chances left. When time has passed, what remains is not the failures we have experienced, but the things we never dared to try. The most haunting regret is not losing, it's realizing that we never truly lived. Imagine yourself lying on your deathbed, watching your life replay like an old film. You see moments when you had the chance to say words of love but chose silence instead. You remember the dreams you once nurtured but never pursued out of fear. You recall the roads you didn't take, just because you were too worried about what others would think. At that moment, would you trade all your money, fame, and achievements just to turn back time? You cannot. And that is life's greatest tragedy, not failing, but never having the courage to live. People often say, I will live the way I want when I have enough money. I will follow my passion when I have more time. But the truth is, you will never have enough money, nor will you ever have the perfect time if you keep waiting. Millions of people waste their youth believing they have plenty of time ahead. Then one day, they wake up and realize that youth has faded. And yet, They have never truly lived a single day. There's a story of a man who worked tirelessly for 30 years, believing that one day, he would have time to enjoy life. But when he finally reached retirement, he realized he had traded his health, relationships, and happiness for numbers in his bank account. He had money, but no strength left to travel. He had wealth, but no loved ones to share it with. He had success, but in the end, he had lost himself. Life does not wait for you to be ready. It moves forward, day by day, minute by minute, second by second, and the only thing you can do is start now. Not when you have enough money, not when you have enough time, but right this very moment. Because if you don't, one day you will look back, and all that will remain are regrets that can never be undone. Why haven't you changed yet? Most people are aware that they are not living a truly fulfilling life. Deep inside, they feel an underlying dissatisfaction. Work has lost its meaning. Relationships have become dull, and health has been neglected. They know this, yet they do nothing about it. Why? The reason is not a lack of time, money, or opportunities. The real reason is fear. We fear stepping out of our comfort zones. Fear uncertainty. Fear being judged by others. But this fear is not just a passing feeling. It embeds itself deep in our minds, becoming an invisible wall that keeps us from moving forward. We are terrified of failure. Yet the truth is, failure is far better than the empty feeling of never having tried at all. Imagine someone who spends 40 years working in a job they don't love. They keep telling themselves, "I need money to secure my life first. Then I'll do what I truly enjoy." But someday never comes. By the time they reach old age and their health starts to decline, they finally realize they have never really lived. They own a house, yet have no meaningful memories within it. They have money in the bank, but no one to share it with. And worst of all, they realize they can never turn back time. We have all seen elderly people with empty eyes, wondering where their lives went. They followed all of society's rules, worked hard, saved money, played it safe, but in the end, they're left asking, what did I truly live for? Is that the kind of life you want? Fear keeps you stuck, makes you accept a mediocre existence even when you know you deserve more. But ask yourself this, is that fear truly worth trading your entire life for? If you don't take action now, you will become one of the millions who miss out on truly living, simply because of worries that never actually mattered. How to escape the vicious cycle of modern society? If you feel trapped, like you're living a life that isn't truly yours, start taking action today. Here's what you need to do. Keycap 1. Pause and ask yourself, what truly matters? Forget what society tells you to want. What actually gives you a sense of meaning? What makes you feel alive? Keycap 2. Eliminate the unnecessary. Stuck in a job that drains you? Find a way to change or leave. In toxic relationships? Cut them off. Spending money just to impress others? Stop now. Keycap 3. Create the life you want, step by step. You don't need to make drastic changes overnight, but you must start somewhere. Spend time on what truly matters. Chase what excites you. Do the things that make you feel alive. Keycap 4. Understand that no one is coming to save you, except you. No one will come and transform your life for you. No one will rescue you from a dull job or meaningless relationships. Only you can do that. And the sooner you realize this, the sooner you can start truly living. How will you choose to live? Life is not an endless waiting game, nor is it a puzzle you can postpone solving. Every passing moment is an opportunity, a decision, a choice. Are you truly living, or merely existing? Imagine yourself in the final years of your life, sitting alone on an old wooden chair, gazing at the evening sky with a distant, reflective look in your eyes. What do you see? Do you see a collection of beautiful memories from a life well lived? Or do you see missed opportunities, words of love left unspoken, and dreams you never had the courage to pursue? In that moment, what will you wish for? You can continue drifting through life, following the expectations imposed by society, postponing, hesitating, and letting fear control you. Or you can wake up, break free from the comfort zone, and start living the way you truly desire. If you are young and not yet wealthy, don't let anyone make you feel inadequate. Happiness is not reserved for the rich. A simple meal filled with laughter, a quiet evening walk with a true friend, A moment of courage to chase what you love. These things are worth more than any material wealth. Remember, you don't need to have everything before you start living. Because by the time you have everything, you may realize you've lost the most precious thing of all, time. Don't wait until it's too late. Start living now.